So you're driving down the freeway 100 k's an hour, and up ahead you see a truck changing lanes. And as it does, it clips the nose of the car behind it, which then careers out of control and slams into the car in the next lane. And you see this phenomenal accident unfolding right before your very eyes. What do you do? Well, as the driver of your car, you need to make a series of split-second decisions for your own safety and the safety of those around you. Pause, take a breath. Let me paint scenario number 2 for you. In this scenario, driving down the freeway, 100 k's an hour, and you see a sign. And the sign says, rest stop, food, petrol, next stop. And you need to make a decision. Should we stop here or should we stop at the next one? Now for this less time sensitive and less important decision, you might speak to your passenger and make a decision together. Third scenario and final scenario, bear with me. Driving down the freeway, 100 k's an hour, and someone wants to change the music in the car. For this incredibly unimportant and non-urgent problem, although some would argue it is a very important thing, you might just let that go. Let your passengers, let the guys in the backseat decide the music. It doesn't matter, you're just driving the car. Now, what am I talking about here? What I'm talking about is having a decision-making matrix or framework to make important and critical and urgent decisions all the way down to the unimportant decisions. Now, if you apply this analogy and these scenarios to any running project or program in your organization, think about what happens when the stakes are higher and how many people need to get involved and how difficult it is to make a decision in a timely manner versus the unimportant decisions where maybe the same number of people get involved and make those decisions. This way of making decisions is what is ultimately grinding your programs and projects and your organization to a halt. What you need is to empower single-threaded leaders to be able to make critical, time-sensitive decisions as quickly as possible. That means they need access to the right information, but they also need accountability. If you get some of these mechanisms right and accountability lines right, you will find that your programs and projects will have materially different outcomes and they will be much less arduous.